Once you've chosen what kind of post you want to work with, you can scroll through the different categories and pre-made posts to find something that you like. It doesn't have to be financial aid related already, and you can transform it however you want. So I chose this one. And in here, maybe I'll put for aid. And then delete that background. If we want to look at photos, that's here on the left. Has a bunch of recently used photos. So this is one that I recently used. Can reposition that. Even that doesn't look half bad. And you can search for photos. So these are real photos, obviously. If you go to elements, that's kind of more like the cartoony images. So some of our recently used here. Some fun shapes and arrows, things like that. There's money if you want to, do some kind of financial aid thing with that. With the text, you can add new text boxes, or you can edit the ones that are already in the post originally. And if you want to change the font, you can go up here and use different font types. And you can change the font color here, bold, italics, things like that. You could also change the background if you just want to do a new background. So like if we want to get rid of that, or even just put it behind that. Can't really see that. So be mindful of things that look good together. Think of the color wheel, or maybe there's some things you can read about on the internet about how to make posts attractive and eye-catching. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, so just kind of have fun with that. That's kind of cute. If you want to add your own image, you can use uploads. So this is great if you find financial aid or Western images, any images on our website. If you Google something and you want to, or screenshot something and you want to upload it, that works too. Then you can go and, resize it and reuse it. If you need to upload your own image, click upload an image or video. And then you can go ahead and, I don't have any good examples here, but you can go ahead and upload that image. For example, if we did that, let's go to the top, see it's uploading. And then once this is loaded, it's free to use. And then you can, move it around, do whatever you want. One thing to keep in mind is if you use text that's black and it doesn't have any white box behind it, you can go over here to the transparency and make the image behind it a little bit lighter. This works better for just black images without, let's see. Yeah, so if you were to do something like this, you can use the transparency to make the background a little bit whiter. You can also do the opposite. Sometimes I'll take an element like a box. Let's see, let's not do recently used, but just a box. Yeah, so they have shapes here. So if you do like a black box, move that, and then put it behind that. Then if you make the black box transparent, it kind of makes it darker. So that's kind of a cool way to do it. If you want to work on, something, if you want to keep this how it is, but then work on something separate over here, kind of just test it out without ruining your image, you can create a duplicate. And then just remember to delete those if you don't actually want them to be downloaded. But then once you're done with your image, say I'm done with this. Actually, let's get a little bit lighter. Heck, let's make this even a little bit more related to what we're actually asking here. So pull this up, make that a little bit bigger. Position behind, so that. Can move that over. Oops, too much. Yeah, so I mean, that looks pretty good. It's up to you. You can look for other things here if you want, but yeah, let's just stick with that. That's not bad. And then you want to make sure that you label it. So for example, you can just use something similar to what's in the actual image. How to apply aid. Oops. Then you download it when you're ready. See, this had 2 pages because I kept the first one. So let's see. If we don't want both of them, let's just go ahead and delete this one. And then we can download that. And make sure that you have it on PNG or JPEG. We can't upload a PDF to Hootsuite, so keep that in mind. You also don't want to use any of these other ones unless you're using a GIF. Those are kind of cool. Just make sure it's not like a poster or a PDF or anything like that. But PNG is usually preferred because PNG is a little bit more high quality than a JPEG. So download it. It'll say it's preparing, and then it'll be downloaded here. So you can go ahead and click on that and open it. And then if we wanted to upload that to the SharePoint, you can go here and let's see, it would probably go under FAFSA because it's kind of FAFSA related. Yeah, so for now, let's just put it under here. Let's see, where did it go? Right there. Perfect. Now that's not a great image, so I might go ahead and even delete that afterward. But that gives you kind of an idea of how you can use Canva in order to make images.